Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening for another very special edition of WOWSA Live. We're here with Antonio for week 11 of his year-long training for the double crossing of the English Channel, 67 kilometers between England and France and England. Welcome, Antonio, again.
Buenos días, buenas tardes, buenas noches to all our followers. Thank you, Steven. Yes, we are in week 11, and it starts feeling that we're in week 11.
You had a hard pool workout today.
Yes, today was the 10,000 day, and Rafa couldn't be there with me because we're starting a project to teach at the University of the Police of Mexico City. And they have a 50-meter pool. So they asked us if we could train their teachers so they could have a better training for the cadets. So Rafa had to be there today. So he had me doing, a Rafa workout. So we started with a 2,000 meters, and it was broken in 400 meters at R3, and then 100 meters are R1. And I had to do that, or R2, sorry. And I had to do that for 4 times. Then I had to do 5 400s on R3. And I started feeling well after the third 400. Then 10 200s. And one had to be on a 140 and another one on a 145. And then 20 100s on a 140. And you might think that, we will have it easy the last 2,000. And I had to repeat the 2,000. Yes, the same thing. And somebody at the pool asked me, well, what do you do? What do you go so far at the end? And the thing is, when you're not when you are a pool swimmer, usually you don't go 2,000 or 4,000 on sets. I mean, at least I didn't do it when I was in swimming. But 2,000 in the pool is you have to be mentally, you have to be concentrating on what you're doing, and luckily it was a 50-meter pool, so it was fine. And then this week had three experiences that I want to share. The first one is another workout on Tuesday that I had to go around the clock, and I started with 800 on R2, 400 R3, 200 R4, and 100 R5. So we were diminishing the length of the swim, but increasing the effort, the velocity, and I had to do that 3 times. And then I had to warm down, and that was really interesting. I really felt well. Putting your body to those changes in effort, it's something that I really enjoyed. And then on Thursday, I gave a talk to 3,000 kids via Zoom. Yeah, I always enjoy that because it's a way to motivate not only people kids to swim, but also to set goals and be persistent in what they're doing. And then I had a very special gift on Friday. And I had to give another talk, so I had to go to a place that it's like a community center, and they have a pool, but since it's close to the public, it was not heated, so it was 18 degrees Celsius. So it was so beautiful, Steven. So I got to swim there, and but at the end of the day, I was really tired. What? The being training in the cold water made me more tired. I mean, it's something that usually happens.
Yeah, especially in the pool so you have fresh water and it's cooler than normal, and you will get colder.
Yes, it was cold. Yes, it was cold. It was cold, and there was no sun because it was really early in the morning.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been doing this week, increasing the weight in the weight room, the weight of my sets, and well, I think I don't know how, how was my finishing in the WOWSA 100-kilometer challenge, because
Bless you. Bless you.
I'm I'm starting
Okay.
I'm starting a Sabbath, a
Yeah.
technological Sabbath today.
Yes.
So I can't see I decided not to see my iPhone, and
Okay.
the only time I'll be on my computer is for this interview. Um, but I don't know, but I think I'll finish it in around 128,000 meters.
Okay. So that's for the
Um,
WOWSA challenge for the month of October.
the month of October. Today, October finishes today, and November. Rafa has some surprises for me in November.
Uh-oh.
Um, I will go. Yeah, I will go to La Jolla to train with Dan Simonelli.
Yeah.
Um, and I don't know how cold the water is in La Jolla these days. Do you know
Uh,
how cold it is?
it, La Jolla is usually a few degrees colder than where I am in Huntington Beach, and it's really warm.
Ah, okay.
It's about 19 degrees Celsius right now. I
Ah, okay.
I cannot remember when the ocean was 19, 20 degrees Celsius in Orange County in November.
Well, people don't believe. Some people do not believe how warm the oceans have gotten.
Yes.
I
Oh,
mean,
absolutely.
yeah, I remember when we were training for 20, 30 years ago for the English Channel, you were expecting 16 and a half degrees,
Yeah.
and today you have the 17s, the 18s. Yeah, that's a shame, because the environment just
Yeah.
something is happening to the environment. So I'll go to La Jolla and do a 2 hour a 2 3 hour swim with a little rest in between, and Rafa loves to do night training. So I will. Dan Simonelli will have to be there at night and
Yeah.
early morning. But
Yeah.
that's a good mental training, and
Yes, it is.
that's
Now
that.
it will be cooler at night just because the air temperature will drop a lot. We're here in a desert in Southern California in San Diego, so at night it gets pretty cold. So even though the water temperature may be warmer than expected, air temperature is still pretty cool.
Yeah, but I have to start getting used again
Yes,
to
yeah,
cold water. Um, I think when I think about the English Channel, I think that's gonna be when I did Catalina, the water wasn't that cold,
yeah,
and even at night wasn't that cold. But I remember, the English Channel at night can be cold,
yeah,
colder than I think Catalina, and um, and I will have to swim there at night, and 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 be prepared mentally for that, and the cold water.
yes. But you have what we describe as big swim memory. So, you've already done a two-way channel crossing in Catalina. You've already done many hours in North Channel and Cook Strait, and many hours training in San Francisco Bay, and many hours training in La Jolla. So your body remembers this. Your mind remembers this. So it's already in you. Now, if you had not done those swims, then that's a little bit worried. But you have an advantage that veteran experienced marathon swimmers have, and that's big swim memory. You have it in your bones already.
Well, I will tell my body to remember your words.
Yes.
Listen to Steven. Listen to Steven.
Yeah.
Remember what he said on week
Yeah.
11.
Yes. Big swim memory.
Yes.
Yeah. So that would be good. And how are your shoulders? How's your lower back? Anything hurting? Anything
No,
tired?
I started, I don't know if I'm overusing. I love katsu. So I'm doing it 2 times a day. Is that okay?
Yes.
And that had has helped a lot. My shoulders are feeling really, really good. The only thing that keeps on being very tight is my triceps.
Uh,
Uh,
well, you're using them. You're
yes,
using them a lot.
yeah. So I have to stretch when I'm in the pool. I have to stretch them, and my lower back. I've been doing a lot of exercises with Rafa to get the core going. And Rafa took some pictures, some videos of me this week because we were
Okay.
doing we're having a clinic in Mexico, and we're starting next Saturday and Sunday, and we're having a clinic for swimmers.
Okay.
For swimmers, we're going to talk about 6 different topics, and
Okay.
and then we're going to have questions and answers. So we were doing a video for that, and he filmed me, and I'm very proud of my kick, Stephen. My kick is improving.
Great.
My kick is improving.
Great.
Um,
Great.
I hate the workouts, but the kick is improving.
Oh, good. Hey, do you do any backstroke at all when you're after your or during your practices?
Yeah, you mentioned that a couple of weeks ago,
Uh-huh.
and I'm doing backstroke not as much as I should. You told me for every 1,000 to do. No, what was the quota you said?
No,
The ratio?
well, it depends on, if you go a long one, just, I'm thinking about your triceps, and if you just go, the opposite direction,
Okay.
5 minutes or so at the end of the practice, that might reduce the amount of stress, or if you go 1,000, try to get in at least 50 meters, something to break it up during your training can
Okay.
help.
I will do it next week, and I'll share it with you and with our audience. And the year is almost over, Stephen.
I know.
And
It's a,
big week next week for America and the world.
the world, yes, yes,
Yes, not only America and the world.
yes. So it's the weekend here, so we have a lot of people enjoying the beach, walking on the beach, surfing, etc. And we have a lot of people driving up and down the coast with, American flags, Trump flags, all kinds of flags. We have people holding Biden signs, and we have people yelling at them and not yelling at them, cheering them. So who knows?
Well, I guess Florida is going to decide
Yes,
the
yeah. It
race.
won't be California.
No, I think California is going to go for Biden. Will
Yes,
it?
yeah.
Yeah, I don't see any problem with that. Um, you know, you can always be independent from the rest of the union.
Yeah, but the rest of the union won't like that, I don't think. So, yeah. Well, anyway, thank you very much. I mean, you're going to be going on for another week 12, and
Yes,
Rafa's.
but I have to share.
Okay, yes, please.
I have to share my lunch today, Stephen.
Okay, please do.
Yes,
You
very
always make me
important.
hungry.
Yes,
Oh,
we're gonna have octopus today.
okay. So one of your swim mates.
Yes, so that's how the octopus started,
Uh-huh.
and then when it got into the water, this is how it looks before we're gonna eat it.
Okay.
And since Aurelia, today Aurelia, it will be her first day at the grandparents' house, so she's
Okay.
coming today. So we
Okay.
baked a special cake.
Oh, wow.
So
Wow.
so that's what we're gonna have for lunch today.
Great. Great.
Well, see you next week.
Okay.
I think we're gonna have in week 12 and 13. I think we'll have some surprises.
Okay.
But we'll see what happens.
Okay. Sounds
Take care.
great. Okay, bye.
Adios.